Femi Adetola of Red Chilli. Femi is a determined and strong-minded entrepreneur with a tremendous can-do, must-do attitude. Her business has enjoyed increased growth in a very short period, and whilst that is a good thing in of itself, it's important to ensure that we have the requisite systems and processes in place to sustain that growth. So my time with Femi has been focused on reviewing her systems and her processes, and also coaching her business managers to awaken them to their role as managers. It's been an exciting and also a challenging process. I congratulate Femi on her vision, and I celebrate her spirit of entrepreneurship.
My name is Femi Adetola. I'm the owner of Red Chilli Restaurant. I'm a lawyer by profession. I run a takeout and delivery restaurant. We also provide meals for the school children at particular schools, and we have contracts with certain corporate institutions to provide meals for their staff. What inspired me to start my business? I love to cook, and since I was in college, I used to always be the one that cooked for the other Africans in college. So from that, I always wanted to own a restaurant, and so that's what inspired me to start my business. I manage a workforce of about 28 workers. I have to see to it that food for 500 children is done daily properly and is delivered on time. I have to see that the food for my other corporate clients are also delivered on time, as well as the people that call in to make orders every day for lunch are also done. I have to source for contracts. I have to also provide outdoor catering for corporate dinners, lunches, birthday parties, funerals, and the whole works. That's what I do. I've been in business for 4 years, and I've particularly enjoyed bringing my dream into reality, because when I started in my grandmother's kitchen with just one worker, and now we're 28, and the idea that I wanted a restaurant, I wanted to be able to cater for big functions, weddings, engagements, corporate lunches, cocktails, etc. And now I'm able to do that. I think that's been the most rewarding, that I set out with a goal and I've been able to achieve it. Also, the most interesting thing about being an entrepreneur for me is the fact that I enjoy the money that I make from being an entrepreneur. I also enjoy the fact that I'm able to provide work for people. And one of my primary concerns and goals when I was setting up my business, I wanted to be one of the places where people look forward to coming to work. So for me, it wasn't just about hiring people, but I wanted everybody that came through my office to leave a better person. So I'm very excited about that. I also enjoy the fact that it allows me to be creative and to be myself. I enjoy cooking personally. I enjoy fusion cooking, getting ideas from different parts of the world and fusing it with local recipes and local ingredients and stuff, because I traditionally do only traditional cuisine. So that's what I find rewarding about being an entrepreneur. I heard about Alldens business coaching services from a very good friend of mine, Aisha Obwebi, who owns Christy Brown. She told me about it and she thought it would be a fabulous idea, and I thought it couldn't have come at a better time, because after 4 years down the line, after setting out my goals and opening a restaurant and stuff, I realized that even though my business was a very profitable business and success, we were just stagnant. We weren't able to move forward to achieve bigger dreams because we had fundamental problems which were stalling our growth, and it was becoming overwhelming for me also as a new mother, and also as the expansion, as we were continue to expand and Red Chilli became more popular and stuff. I realized that we weren't being able to deliver on our service quality and our service promise. Things weren't going as efficiently as it should be, and it could have been. So it couldn't have come at a better time, and it was highly recommended by Christy Brown, and I jumped on it, and I haven't regretted since. I was struggling with a lot. I was struggling with managing my workforce. I was struggling with being able to get my brand across to my customers, that when you call Red Chilli, you should be able to, the person who picks up the phone knows what they're talking about, will be able to recommend a meal for you depending on your preference, what you feel like eating, whether you're on a diet, etc. Making sure that the food is dispatched on time. I had serious management issues that I don't think if Alldens had come through, I think my business would have crumbled by now. I was having difficulty being able to achieve bigger dreams, to be able to realize my goals and my plans, because I didn't have the time to be able to be creative and think of what to do next, because I had to spend most of my time micromanaging, from the person picking up the call to the dispatch rider. So it was taken away from time. It was being stressful. It was taking a toll on me as well. But with Alldens Lane, I've been able to structure things much better, and I know that it can only get better from here. I haven't had a chance to attend one of the Alldens Lane events, but I'm really looking forward to it, because the time that it was here, I wasn't in town. I had the Alldens Lane one-to-one sessions once a week, and it was the best approach for me, because with the sort of issues that I was having, it was important for me to meet with Mr. Nusi every week. It was it allowed me to vent, to express my issues, and she was very frank, very straight to the point, yet always giving me hope that we could resolve the problem. And as much as sometimes the problems may have seemed insurmountable, she always had a solution to the problem. And where I had fallen short, or where I hadn't been as attentive as I should have been, she was very clear to point it out. I found that as a woman, when I got emotional, she would give me a hug. And thought-provoking, because you hardly ever find people who tell you the truth clear, that it's black and it's black and it's white and it's white, and she did that. Thought-provoking because she actually, as I would, tell her what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do it, she would, lead me to places where I hadn't even thought about, and figure out that, wow, I had so many aha moments with her when I had my one-on-one sessions with her, that I can even dream bigger, and I'm even more hopeful that it'll come to pass. The benefits of having a business coach for me is that I have a more organized life. I'm not doing too much with no sort of direction or no purpose and stuff. For my business, it's also allowed me to be able to manage better, to be more efficient, to be more effective, and I'm very excited about it, because I was beginning to feel like as we were expanding, I was losing a grip of my business, and more than anything, she's given it back to me through her coaching sessions, through her advice, and so it's been wonderful. I don't know how else to express it. I intend to keep Alldens Lane on a retainership when I complete my 3 month, most definitely, because I think in the future, as we've been able to put in the structures in place to be able to manage better and to work better, I think Alldens Lane on retainership will allow it to be a sounding board for different things as we do, to keep me on my toes, to make sure that we're on track and not to lose focus, etc. So I'll definitely keep Alldens Lane after my 3 months. I mean, I was telling Mr. Nusi that 3 months, I don't even think it's enough for me, because every day, every week will be just fine. But after that is only the retainership, so I'll take that. I would recommend Alldens Lane to every female entrepreneur, and I will, because as women, sometimes as we go through our own businesses, etc., there's certain things that we need to be able to talk about, that we need a second voice to help us to structure our businesses, etc. And Alldens Lane does just that. And Alldens Lane is able to understand each and every business the way it is, where it wants to move, set our goals in it and our visions, etc. And I don't see why I shouldn't use Alldens Lane, so I'll definitely be recommending it.